Let's go ahead and pop Gangula right in the face for 3k, and down he goes. So there we go. Antonua is very, very good. If you have not built yourself one, go ahead and build one. Now, for this team, you actually don't need Nathalia. There are much better heroes out there. You can use Evira if you have Evira. You can use Valeria. Those are very, very good heroes. Windstrix is good, of course, for the increased speed. If you don't have Windstrix, that is going to be a challenge. You might have to go in with a much tankier team. Hello, everybody. My name is BearCozy, and today we're playing some Awaken Chaos Era. So what I actually want to do today is I want to play some Void Tower, because that's been on my mind, and that's coming to an end for this month, and it's almost reset time. I am on floor 1 right now of Hard Void Tower, and I wanted to do this together. Now, you know that I like to make progression videos. I like to showcase my successes and my failures, because for me, that is where the fun is in the progress. Working on something that is difficult and achieving it has a very, very good feeling of accomplishment. So for me, the fun is in progress. So right now, there are 2 rune marks in Hard Void Tower. The first one being at the beginning of each round, the enemy gains 1 stack of Blessing of the 7 gods and stacks up to 7 stacks max. And then the second one is the enemy defense is increased by 50%. If the enemy is under control, this rune mark is invalid for the duration of the control effect. So that is telling me that we need to bring crowd control in here. So the plan going into this is, let's go ahead and rework this. Now, the plan going in is to bring Nathalia, because she is my best AoE damage dealer right now. The other thing I want to do is I want to bring Connor. If Connor is not fast enough, we can always bring Windstrix. And maybe what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and bring Windstrix because she does boost speed. I can't find my Windstrix. Where the heck is she? She's only level 40. She's in here somewhere. I do have Evira, who is not built. There's my Windstrix there. And the other hero I want to bring in is actually Lunar Melissa. Now, when I pulled Lunar Melissa originally, I did not think she was that good, even though she's kind of cool looking. She's half unicorn, half goat. She's a unigoat, but she's actually pretty good. I'm really liking her. I've been testing her a lot in Arena, and she's working really, really well for me. So for right now, let's go in with Nathalia, Antonua, Windstrix, and Lunar Melissa. Not in that order. 4 spells. I'm going to go in with Sundering Purgatory and Water Prison so we can crowd control the enemies and see if we can climb a couple of floors and maybe start to get some of the rewards and get the feel for the difficulty. This is the first time I'm attempting Void Tower Hard, and we'll see how it goes. So, here's the plan. Windstrix going first. We're going to do the buff here. There we go. We're going to do the speed buff as well as the attack up. So, the plan right now is to use Sundering Purgatory with Lunar Melissa, and then we're going to go ahead and use the AoE taunt on everybody to crowd control them. And since Lunar Melissa does have a bunch of focus, that should be more than enough to land the defense down. Now, right now, I'm not sure if I should save it for the next wave or this wave, so I'm going to go ahead and just use it here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do her basic, because I don't want to blow all my cooldowns on the first wave. And then let's go ahead and nuke with Nathalia, and let's get a feel for how difficult this is. Now, that is actually not too bad. The Unicorn Girl's pretty good. We're just going to wipe him out. He should be dead. There we go. Alright, so Antonua was actually pretty good. So here's a wave 2. Windstrix special to go ahead and refresh the ultimate of Antonua. And then, unfortunately, Balberith is going. So we might have to save the speed boost for the second round and use it here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go ahead and stun Connor so we don't get any buffs from Connor. Then, maybe I should have saved it. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to AoE taunt everybody, and I just realized the mistake that I made. I should have saved the stun for the following turn, but this is the first time through, and I'm actually trying to find a groove. So let's go ahead and nuke them. I don't think it's going to affect everybody, but it will affect 3, so that's not bad. Connor's almost dead. The other ones are taunted, and this is why Lunar Melissa is very, very good, and we can go over that at the end. Now, Balberith, of course, comes up. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and finish off Connor. Hopefully, he's dead. There we go. We get a double hit. Antonua is actually in a cursed set, so that is helping us a lot. We're just going to use Windstrix Basic there. And then I think Lunar Melissa is going to... Let's see if anybody else is taunted. Balberith, of course, is going to come in with that AoE. He's a jerk. And then we're just going to use the Javelin. Let's see if we can stun him. Now, unfortunately, Nathalia doesn't have any buffs, which is not very good, so I might just gonna have to go ahead and use her basic ability there. I'm gonna use the basic from Antonua, I think, to kill the bear here. There goes Kane. We do get a double attack from Antonua, so that's pretty good. Next focus, if we're still alive, is going to be Jonathan in the back. Let's go ahead and focus him down. I am sad that I used the water prison stun, which is unfortunate. But now we do have some buffs on Nathalia, which is really cool. We can go ahead and use her ultimate. And we're going to go ahead and should be clearing that. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Valberith is going to come up, but Antonua's ultimate is actually up. So let's go ahead and see if we can finish him off here with the ultimate. Oof, and he actually gets deflected, and the second one almost finishes him, which was her basic ability. She is still alive, so that's pretty good, and he should be going down. How many times he revives, I have no idea. All right, going into floor 4 of Void Tower Hard, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the ultimate ability. I came up with a new plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use her ultimate ability to give everybody the speed boost, and that will help Nathalia. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use Winstrix's special to hopefully reduce the cooldown of her own ability. We're going to see how that works. So right now, I'm just going to go in with the basic attack here. Nathalia should be able to clear all this. She's only getting 3 buffs, which is unfortunate. I would like 4. If I had Brand, I might end up bringing Brand in here. We'll see how it goes. If I have Brand, it would go much easier. But for right now, this is going to have to work until I find something a little bit better. Let's go ahead and just use the basic there. Antonua takes care of that. Going into the last wave, the plan here was to use a Wind of Peace to refresh the ultimate ability of herself. And I can do that. That will work. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait a turn. And I don't know if we're going to die here. We'll see how this goes. All right, Lunar Merliza, it's time. She is going to have to be much faster. I'm struggling for some gear on her, for some boots. I might have to find her some much faster speed boots. I think right now she's in health boots, and that is why she is not as fast as she needs to be. Let's go ahead with the Sunder in Purgatory. It lands on everybody. She's got a good amount of focus. And then let's go ahead and just taunt everybody, lock all their abilities. Now, this would really help if she went first before the enemy team. That would really, really help, and that would keep them controlled. But right now, it is a learning process for me, and I'm just going to learn as I go, and we're going to see how far we make it and what we get done. So right now, it's looking pretty good. We got everybody taunted, so I am going to use... Let's use the special. Let's do that. I actually clicked on the guy in the front, but that's okay. She did take 3 turns. Antonua did take 3 turns, so that was okay. Here we go. Now, turn 3. Winstrix is using her own ultimate, which is going to help. I have to find a groove with that, and that should help. There we go. Now our team's going first. They are all still taunted, which is very, very good. Here's what I want to do. I want to use the water prison on the back because right now, Nicholas over here, he does have death immunity, which means health cannot drop below 1, and that is for 2 turns. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to end up using this water prison to take that off, and that should get him killed. There we go. That takes it off. It stuns him. I'm going to use the basic here just to pop him. There we go. He is dead. Let's go ahead and use the basic from Nathalia. That should help as well. And then we're going to use the ultimate on Charles over here. I think his name is Charles. I have to double check. And the ultimate actually hits for 10k, which was awesome. This guy's taunted in the front, so he's actually taking no damage at all, which is unfortunate. But we're going to keep trying to get him taunted, and then as soon as the taunt wears off, we're going to stun him, and that is why I'm saving this Javelin special from Lunar Merliza. So let's just go ahead and use our basics, and we're just going to go through this slow and steady, crowd control everybody, and that should work. Let's go ahead and use the basic there, see if we can pop another one, 2, 3. Wow, that's pretty good. You could see the curse set working really well on Antonua there. Let's go ahead and just use the basic there, and then we're going to stun him with Antonua. There he goes, and we're just going to completely crowd control him and lock him out. So that's pretty good. We're making our way through fairly nice. So that was pretty cool. We are getting some good rewards as we go. We are slowly collecting Stardust, which is pretty cool. I'm going to throw some speed boots on Lunar Merliza. I'll see if I have some, make her a little bit faster, and I'll come right back. All right, going into floor 5. Floor 5 is going to be okay. I did just throw some speed boots on Lunar Merliza. She is at 159 speed right now. The boots are only level 9, I think. So there's lots of room to improve there. And they actually rolled flat stat twice, so I'm not going to take them any higher. And I'm just going to go ahead and skip this for now. And I'm actually just going to AoE as much as I can here with Nathalia, clear the waves. Now, we do have 3 waves on this one, which is going to be very, very good. So here's what I want to do. Let's go ahead and use the special from Winstrix on herself, so the speed boost is ready next round. So that is going to be that. We are going to have to go through one of these guys, and then Antonua's here. I don't know if we need to taunt everybody. We probably do, which is unfortunate, which means I'm not going to be able to taunt anybody next turn, so I'll have to rely on the stuns. So let's see how this goes. Let's taunt everybody here. And then I'm going to save the AoE defense down for the last turn or the next wave. So unfortunately, I don't have enough buffs on Nathalia, so she's only going to affect a few of these guys, but they are taunted, so that's not too bad. Antonua finishes off the last 2, and we're moving on. The best one to stun here, in my opinion, is Brand Mountain King, because Brand does cleanse 1 debuff off of his whole team when he uses ultimate. So I'm going to use Melisa's special to stun Brand. That does land, which is good. Let's see what we can do with Nathalia. And then looking down here at the turn order, Antonua is going next before the enemy team. So if I need to stun anybody, I can use Antonua to do so. Let's go ahead and just AoE nuke with Nathalia, see what we can do here. Now I do have Sierra built as well. However, Antonua is wearing Sierra's gear. They are changing it back and forth. So right now, that is a thing that I'm going to have to swap gear. I can bring Sierra in here, but I am going to have to steal Antonua's gear. Who do I want to stun? I'm not sure. Maybe Hakron, maybe Lordlick. Let's go ahead and stun this guy, and then we're going to unleash this here. Let's unleash the ultimate, see what we can do here. See if we can get... We actually got a kill. It's pretty good. We got a couple of bonus attacks. That is awesome. So it looks like Antonua finishing off 3 of them, which is absolutely amazing. That worked out really well. Wind of Peace is up again, which is the special from Winstrix. And we're going to go ahead and just... I want to refresh Lunar Melisa's ultimate, and then we're just going to go ahead and taunt. And that's going to be it for this wave. Crowd control is the name of the game here. Even if it's slow and steady. And we're going to... Let's just go ahead and pop the basic. So as you can see, crowd control is the name of the game. We are making our way through Hard Void Tower slow and steady. And as long as we keep them crowd controlled, everything should be fine. This last wave has Mathasia, so the plan here is to use Winstrix's special to actually refresh her ultimate, and we're going to do that here. Let's go ahead and do that. Lunar Melisa still has her ultimate. Nathalia killed some people, so that reset. Alright, so Antonua is actually going now. Let's go ahead and use the ultimate on Mathasia here. So let's go ahead and see if we can pop Mathasia, see if we can kill her. And then we're going to go ahead and do defense down here. And then we're going to use the AoE taunt. That does damage as well, which is very, very nice for taking some shields off if they do have Brand Mountain King, which they do not. And then, of course, Nathalia is going to come in and do her thing. And then everybody else is taunted, so we can save our stun for the next turn. Now, Mathasia should be dead here, which is very, very good. That was my primary concern. And actually, we did pretty good there. Ganglo is going to come in, do some shenanigans. Let's go ahead and do the speed boost again. That's going to be very nice. Winstrix is working out very well. She's only level 40, but she's working out really, really well. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stun Gangelo using the Water Prison, and then I'm going to stun Joseph over here with Lunar Melisa's special. There goes Joseph. Everybody is stunned / taunted, and that's working out well. Let's go ahead and just clean them up with Nathalia, and that is how we're going to make our way through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to record every single floor because this video is getting very, very long. And then as I go along, I will make some cuts and then we'll see some highlights. There we go. Nathalia's ultimate is going out again. Gangelo should be dead here. If not, he should be very close. Let's go ahead and pop Gangelo right in the face for 3k, and down he goes. So there we go. Antonua is very, very good. If you have not built yourself one, go ahead and build one. Now, for this team, you actually don't need Nathalia. There are much better heroes out there. You can use Evira if you have Evira. You can use Valeria. Those are very, very good heroes. Winstrix is good, of course, for the increased speed. If you don't have Winstrix, that is going to be a challenge. You might have to go in with a much tankier team so you can go second, so you can survive the enemy onslaught and go second. I am trying to go first so I can taunt the enemy team, lock them out. lock all their abilities out, crowd control them, and then start killing them off one by one. All right, going into floor 10, wave 3 of 3, what I am finding out is this comp works a lot better with 3 waves when I do have 3 waves of enemies, because that does give me time for Winstrix's ultimate to reset. I use it on the first turn, and then I use her special to reset her ultimate, and then going into wave 3, I can use it again, speeding everybody up and making sure that I can taunt the enemy before they get a chance to go. So that is working out really, really well. There we go. We get a change in priority order, except for their Melissa. However, my Lunar Goat is up. She's going to go ahead and do defense down on everybody. I do want to get the taunt out because they do have a Virgil and they do have Kane. Virgil silences AoE and Kane does a single target stun. So let's go ahead and use our taunt. She does do some damage with her ultimate, which is pretty nice. It's good to break the shields off. And then everybody does get taunted, which is very, very good. I do have the Water Prison spell still available. I'm going to save that for when the taunt wears off. And I'm going to use it when I need it. Here we go. Nathalia's ultimate going out, doing a ton of damage to everybody. Now, Antonua doesn't have her blessing, so let's go ahead and use this. Put up her blessing on herself. She's got a bonus attack, triple bonus attack, which is kind of cool. She took 3. I've seen her take up to 5, which was awesome. Virgil's still taunted. He should be dead. No problem. Let's go ahead and use Nathalia's ultimate again. And there is floor 10, just like that. We got it done. That was fairly easy. Took a little bit of time to find the synergy, but floor 10 is down. So considering I just started Hard Void Tower, I'm going to keep climbing and see how far I can get.